Now on CoastTV News.
An unexpected twist in one Delmarva State Park, what was just announced. The Rehoboth Library's deed deal back on the table, why the facility needs a change. Flooding fixes, what the town of Dewey Beach is doing right now.
Another chilly night on the way to the coast. I'll let you know just how much longer this cooler weather will last. Coming up in just a few moments.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf and welcome to CoastTV News at 11. We begin tonight with a big win on Delmarva. Check your tickets right now because a $1 million lottery ticket was sold in Delaware. The big $1.3 billion jackpot, though, that was sold in Oregon. 6 other states had $1 million winnings. And if you want to check your numbers to see if you're a new millionaire, well, we have them right there on your screen if you want to take a picture, but I'll make it easier for you. We have all the numbers listed on our website, coasttv.com. A major step forward in key bridge recovery efforts in Baltimore. Unified Command said on Sunday crews began to remove containers on board the Dolly. That's the ship that struck the bridge, causing the collapse that killed 6 people. Unified Command says removing the containers should take a few days, and once the Dolly is lighter, crews say it will be able to eventually be moved, helping clear the channel. Maryland Governor Wes Moore says fully reopening the channel leading to the Baltimore port by the end of May is realistic.
It's going to take something that's going to be a 24/7 operation, which has been
full functioning?
To have full functioning, and that means being able to not just continue the maritime operations that we have, and also it's understanding how important that port is, not just to Baltimore, but to the entire country.
Governor Moore says right now the Port of Baltimore does have truck and rail operations, just no maritime ones. Dewey Beach is continuing its efforts to fight flooding. The town manager says Monday new flood flaps will be installed on Reed Avenue. Police are investigating after a terrifying break-in in Laurel. Troopers say it happened at 12:30 a.m. Saturday. According to police, 5 men broke into a Sharptown Road home where 2 teenagers were home. The people, they said, ransacked the place and then ran away. Those men were described as having weapons. Good news, though, nobody was hurt. As we take a live look right now outside into Milford, our Bay Health Sussex campus. There it is right there. A beautiful clear night. Our first alert meteorologist Alex Seymour has our forecast.
Well, hopefully you were able to get outside and enjoy some of this fantastic weather to end the weekend here along the coast. Temperatures actually climbed up to close to 60 degrees this afternoon, topping out right around 59 in Georgetown, 61 degrees in Ocean City, 59 in Salisbury. But even though we got pretty warm this afternoon, unfortunately, it is going to be pretty chilly during the overnight hours. We're going to be talking about temps falling down into the 30s, and for that reason, we have frost advisories in effect for all inland locations here along the coast. So if you're inland and you've already planted plants outside or maybe put some potted plants outside, make sure you bring them inside or cover them up. And also bundle up if you are heading out during the overnight hours. Temperatures going to be falling down into the mid-30s. So yeah, tonight 36 degrees. Bundle up, bring those plants in. Wind's going to be light, so that's not a huge issue. Sky's going to be completely clear. Tomorrow, looking gorgeous. We're going to see plenty of sunshine. So our UV index going to be climbing. Our UV index forecast sponsored by Ocean City, Maryland. UV index of 6. Only takes about 30 minutes to burn. So make sure you use that sunscreen if you are spending any extended time outside tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a pretty good day to spend outside. Maybe to watch the eclipse tomorrow afternoon. We're going to see plenty of sunshine. Peak 320 tomorrow afternoon. 54 degrees Aztec Island. That's the high tomorrow afternoon. In Ocean City and Fenwick Island, climbing up into the low 60s during the afternoon hours. And pretty similar conditions in Lewis and Rehoboth Beach, climbing up into the low 60s. So a gorgeous day overall on the way.
Thank you, Alex. A lifeguard shortage and construction delay is closing the swimming pool at the Pocomoke River State Park. The park says that will be the case for the whole year. President Biden is heading back to the beach. According to the White House travel schedule, the president will be at his beach home from Friday until Sunday. In the past, the Bidens have kept a low profile in Sussex County, save a few visits to Egg, Cape Henlopen State Park, and church. Also in Rehoboth Beach, Monday, the city will discuss an ongoing request from the library. The library wants to modify its deed restrictions. So follow me on this. The library has asked to reconfigure its property on the avenue. That would pave way for a larger facility out of town and a smaller one here. A total solar eclipse will put on a dramatic show on Monday. Millions of people across America are getting ready for the event. The eclipse will be visible to 32 million people who live in the country along the path of totality, where the moon will appear to entirely block the sun. And as Rob Kirkpatrick shows us, a whopping 99% of people in the U.S. will be able to glimpse at least a partial solar eclipse when the moon covers part of the sun.
America's gearing up for the total solar eclipse, now just hours away.
We're going to have music blasting, and it's going to blast on our plaza and all through downtown Cleveland.
The dramatic celestial show will happen Monday afternoon through Mexico, the U.S., and Canada, when the moon is directly in front of the sun, creating the solar eclipse.
It'll be night, birds will chirp, crickets will crick, and generally there's a little bit of a breeze created by the cool air next to the warm air, and it's fantastic.
It's been almost 7 years since a total solar eclipse arced over the United States, and this year it will be visible to 32 million people in the U.S. But don't worry if you're not in the path of totality. That's because 99% of the people in the U.S. will be able to glimpse at least a partial solar eclipse. And if you plan to be one of those people gazing up at the sky, don't forget to protect your eyes with specially made eclipse glasses.
These are eclipse glasses. You can look straight at the sun with them. Even though they're paper and mylar plastic, they are about 100,000 times darker than sunglasses.
Some eclipse watchers will have to watch out for something else: the weather. Clouds and storms could hinder the ability to see the eclipse in its full glory in several spots along the path of totality.
One of the issues is that it looks like the weather in the southern half of the United States is not going to be great that day.
And if you can't watch this year's total solar eclipse, you'll have to wait 20 years for the next one in the contiguous United States. I'm Rob Kirkpatrick reporting.
Mark this on your viewing calendar. On Monday, April 8th, we'll have live coverage with NBC News of the eclipse. Beginning at 2 p.m., Lester Holt will anchor the 2-hour special, Total Eclipse 2024. It will feature over a dozen reporters from all over the U.S. Again, that's Total Eclipse 2024. Our live coverage tomorrow starts at 2. But with all the hype comes a few share of warnings. Karen Kaifa is in Washington with the things you need to know, even if you don't think you'll be anywhere near the solar event.
A total solar eclipse, the passage of the moon between the Earth and Sun blocking the sun's face, is a major event.
The normal rhythms of Earth are disrupted.
And millions of Americans want to catch a glimpse on Monday. The American Academy of Ophthalmology says even for just a few seconds, sunglasses are not enough.
There's really only one way to safely look at the sun, whether it's during the eclipse or not, and that's through the use of special purpose solar filters.
Look for certified solar eclipse glasses and solar viewers with filters that meet an international standard for safety. Clinical spokesperson Dr. Amy Vidata says without those filters, the dangers are real.
These rays can damage the light-sensitive rods and cones, essentially causing a burn in the retina. So this burn can cause temporary or permanent vision loss.
And flight itineraries across the country could be impacted Monday. The Federal Aviation Administration cautions of possible delays as aircraft and drones try to witness what's happening in the skies. There are potential roadway hazards, too.
Please don't just stop on the side of the road. It's really important to make sure that we stay focused on everyone around us. People are probably going to be stopping, so be careful.
An analysis published in the journal JAMA Internal Medicine found a 31% increase in traffic risks, on par with holidays like Thanksgiving, around the time of the 2017 eclipse, largely due to increased volume on the roadways. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
And that brings us to our Coast TV poll. What excites you most about the eclipse? Take a look at your screen. We can see the results. Ooh, right now, a majority say the visual spectacle of it, though historical significance, that was my vote, is 23. If you haven't voted yet, you can still do that at coasttv.com or our mobile app. Still to come on Coast TV News, Walmart shoppers, you could win in a class action lawsuit. How much money you could be entitled to. Alternative apartments of sorts, what Lewis is proposing this week. But first, a rocket launch with an eclipse tie, what NASA will be doing on Delmarva. Coast TV News at 11 returns after this.
At Rice's Termite and Pest Control, we know that pests can adapt to the changing seasons. Our home protection programs are designed for the Delmarva climate. Whether it's ants in the summer or mice in the winter, our programs have you covered. And every plan is backed by our Rice Return Guarantee. For a limited time, any new home protection program will receive 2 free mosquito treatments. Call or visit us online at delmarvasbestpestcontrol.com. Rice's Termite and Pest Control, where protecting your home is the family business.
Your roof is the first line of defense against the elements, but is ready for the next storm? If it's time for a new roof, call Hershey Exteriors. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, we offer the industry's best warranty. Our roofs come with a Golden Pledge 50-year warranty on materials and a 25-year workmanship warranty that is backed by GAF. Call Hershey Exteriors, your trusted roofing pros, and get 0% financing for 12 months because life is sweeter with Hershey Exteriors.
Well, we have a pretty chilly evening on the way here along the coast. Chilly night on the way. Actually, a pretty frosty night on the way. We have a frost advisory in effect for inland Sussex County, inland Worcester County, and pretty much all of Delmarva, except right at the immediate beaches. So if you've already planted some plants outside, if you've already put some potted plants outside, make sure you're bringing them inside or at least covering them up to protect them from any of that frost damage. Otherwise, just bundle up as you're heading out the door during the overnight hours or first thing Monday morning. We are going to be seeing those temps fall down in the mid-30s. Some much warmer weather, though, is on the way. We're talking about 70s later on in the week. Also, unfortunately, we're going to be dealing with another round of coastal flooding, so keep that in mind. Minor coastal flooding possible during the high tide cycles through Tuesday, likely Tuesday afternoon. And then solar eclipse, that is tomorrow afternoon, the peak, 3:20 in the afternoon on Monday. Right now it's looking mostly sunny, so we should see some fantastic viewing conditions. Make sure you have those solar eclipse glasses, though, because you can't look at the sun directly because we don't have totality here on Delmarva. We do have about an 85 to 90% eclipse, so enough sun is getting in that it can cause damage to your eyes if you aren't wearing those eclipse glasses or using a different type of solar viewer. Futurecast, well, as we head towards Monday morning, temperatures down into the 30s, 40s at the beaches, so it won't be as cold at the beaches, but still, you're probably going to want a light jacket as you head out the door first thing Monday morning, no matter where you are. But as we head into the afternoon hours, plenty of sunshine. Ignore these temperatures at the beaches. Our in-house Futurecast keeping it much too cool. We're going to reach the 50s and low 60s even at the beaches. In locations, the mid-60s. Plenty of sunshine. This is 2 o'clock, which is right around when that solar eclipse starts to occur. The peak right around 3:20. And this is 3:30 in the afternoon, plenty of sunshine out there. So great viewing conditions tomorrow afternoon. And that continues all the way through the wrap-up of that solar eclipse around 4:30 in the afternoon hours. Temperature's going to be warm, so it's going to be a beautiful day just to enjoy that eclipse. Tuesday morning, starting out much warmer than what we are tomorrow morning, close to 50 degrees. And it's actually going to lead to a much warmer day than even tomorrow. Tomorrow's we're in the mid-60s. Tuesday, we're going to be in the mid-70s. And then we're going to see the possibility of some rain Tuesday night heading into Wednesday morning. That's with a warm front that's going to lift through the area. In-house Futurecast likely overdoing it, probably more just in the range of some sprinkles that are going to pass through the region. With all the warm weather this week, pollen levels are going to be very high, so probably want to take that allergy medicine. Tree pollen is very high across the region. 5-day temperatures well into the 70s, multiple days, mid-70s. Going to be a good 10 to 15 degrees above average multiple days this week. Also, UV index is starting to climb. UV index of 6 Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, a 5 later on in the week. The reason for that is we are going to see a storm system pass through the region. Cold front's going to start to move through the region as we head towards Thursday. That's going to bring some slightly cooler weather towards the end of the week, but really not too big of a deal. Thunderstorms, though, on Thursday. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 7-day forecast, very warm to the middle of the week. Thunderstorms on Thursday, then in the upper 60s Friday and Saturday.
Looks amazing, Alex. Thank you. And here's a cool local tie-in to the eclipse. NASA Wallops Island near Chincoteague is launching 3 sounding rockets during the eclipse. NASA says they'll study how Earth's upper atmosphere is affected when sunlight dims over a portion of the planet for a short period of time. Lewis has been trying to add affordable housing, specifically teeny tiny ones, and next Monday the city will discuss draft legislation regarding tiny homes with the area's Senator Russ Huxtable. According to the city's agenda, officials will talk about how many tiny homes can be in Lewis and how much they can cost rent-wise. Officials will also be talking about how homes would fit into Lewis size-wise and design-wise. That's happening Monday at 2 p.m. Still to come on Coast TV News, if you want to watch the eclipse safely like Alex just mentioned, guess what? He also shows us how to make our own viewers from your pantry. That's up next.
Hope you had a great weekend, Delmarva. Here's what's happening Monday at 4 on Coast Life. Part of that great weekend may have included adopting a pup. Thanks to our friends at the Parker Group, they took care of a lot of adoption fees over the weekend. We're going to re-explore what went down at Pups and Pints. And if you need a little pick-me-up, maybe your weekend wasn't all that great, we are going to help pick you up with our joke jar. And feeling beautiful inside and out naturally well in Lewis has you covered. We'll talk about all the treatments that they offer there. So excited. All that and more Monday at 4 on Coast Life.
Hurry in, they're going fast. Find your perfect pair at the largest Birkenstock store on the shore. Just Comfort Shoes, Coastal Highway, Rehoboth Beach, and downtown Rehoboth Beach.
At Chesapeake Home Services, we take the risk so you don't have to. Trust our team with the sale and installation of your new water heater, and if you're not satisfied for any reason within the first year and we can't fix it, we'll buy it back. Making sure you get the best possible water heater at an affordable price, we offer friendly financing options for as low as $55 a month. When it's time to get a new water heater, take the hottest bed out there. With Chesapeake Home Services, we always go the extra mile.
Service sure to make you smile. They always go the extra mile.
At Delmarva Roofing and Coating, we believe in longevity. Since our start in 1988 and 10 million square feet of roofing later, we've gained the experience to solve your roofing problems. We combine those years of knowledge with cutting-edge technology to guide you through every project phase, inspection, maintenance, or installation. You can count on us to safeguard your investment with a reliable roof and service after the sale. Serving Delmarva for over 3 decades, Delmarva Roofing and Coating, above all, a good roof.
I'm a public school teacher. I know lots of people said, I can do that. Come and try it for a day.
A lot of our challenges are funding.
Teachers often go in their own pocket to make sure students have backpacks, pencils.
David Trone has pushed for more public school funding and public school teachers.
And it's so great to have someone at the national level that's going to be on our side.
David Trone's always supported teachers. Now Maryland teachers have overwhelmingly endorsed David.
David would definitely get an A+.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Hurry in, they're going fast. Find your perfect pair at the largest Birkenstock store on the shore. Just Comfort Shoes, Coastal Highway, Rehoboth Beach, and downtown Rehoboth Beach.
Delmarva will be treated to a solar eclipse just a few hours from now, and our meteorologist Alex Seymour shows you how to create a pinhole solar eclipse viewer with supplies you probably have right at home.
The solar eclipse is in just a few days here along the coast. Solar eclipse is on Monday. You need to be able to view it safely. If you don't have those eclipse glasses, I'm going to show you how to build one of these solar eclipse pinhole viewers. So what you're going to need, you'll need a cereal box, aluminum foil, a pair of scissors, tape, a piece of paper, and just a pencil to be able to trace out that piece of paper. So first thing that we're actually going to do is we're actually going to cut off the sides of the cereal box. So we're going to do that right now. Yeah, so this solar eclipse that we're experiencing on Monday is the first one here on Delmarva. The first one that's eclipsed more than 50% of the sun since a solar eclipse back in the summer of 2017. It's a pretty rare experience to experience one. Our next total solar eclipse, well, it's a long time away. It's not until 2079. So we just have to be happy with these partial solar eclipses. So we're building the pinhole viewer today. It's really just going to allow that light into the box and kind of just simulate a sun on a piece of paper at the bottom of the box. So there we go, where you've got the top of the box cut off. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take our tape, just tape the center portion together. I'm going to take a second here to tape that portion. So I actually messed up just a little bit here.
I take this a little too soon. We actually have to put a piece of paper in the bottom of this box. So let me just reopen this box real quick. It's a DIY project. Sometimes that happens. What you need to do is actually stick this cereal box on the bottom here. And what you're going to do is you're going to actually trace on this piece of paper. It can't be the brown bottom of the cereal box. It has to be a white bottom that actually is going to show that sunlight on it. And we're going to cut it out with our scissors, and we're going to have to tape it onto the bottom. So here we go. Cut this out. So yeah, it's a pretty incredible sight. This solar eclipse is actually going to be able to be seen pretty much all across the United States. Here in Delmarva, though, as I said, it's only about 85 to 90% eclipse. Still a pretty surreal experience. There's that piece of paper. It's going to fit right into the bottom of the box. We just have to put some tape on it so it actually stays still and actually remains in the bottom. So we're just going to fold this over, make sure there's pieces of tape. So here we go. Now what we're doing is taking this piece of paper, putting it down all the way on the bottom of the box. So that's the area where the sunlight is going to reflect off of it. Now we're going to tape the top of the box where that center section is and making sure that we have that opening there. So there we go. We got the opening. We have the paper in the bottom of the box. And now what we need is that aluminum foil. I've already cut out a piece of the aluminum foil. It just needs to be big enough to cover one side of this. We're going to just tape it all over just to make sure it doesn't really get moved around too much. Now we've got the aluminum foil on one side, and now the last step is pretty simple. You just need something sharp, something with a point, poke a hole into it. So now that hole is where the sunlight is going to be shining through. So what we're going to actually do is we're going to pull out my phone here, and we're going to shine that light in it. So if you can see from there, you'll actually be able to watch that solar eclipse, because as the sun is becoming more eclipsed, that circle will become darker and darker, and you'll get that little sunlight on the bottom. It's a perfect way to view the solar eclipse if you don't happen to have those glasses or other protective wear, because you can't look at the sunlight directly. You need to make sure you have a safe way to view it. So enjoy the solar eclipse on Monday.
Thank you, Alex. That was awesome. Well, an update to improve parking in Rehoboth Beach. On Monday, the engineering firm, the Rossi Group, will outline what they've learned from their traffic and transportation study. The study aims to address traffic, safety, congestion, and parking issues. We spoke with someone visiting the nation's summer capital who expressed concern over what she's seen lately.
I think we definitely need to do something about the traffic flow here, especially in downtown Rehoboth. I mean, people are jaywalking, they're cutting across behind cars. We've got the trucks that are stopping on the side of the road, cars are swinging out. Somebody's going to get hit and somebody's going to get hurt.
More of the midterm and long-term goals will be presented on Monday, including, follow me on this, a feasibility study for a parking garage. If you're looking for a new job or career change, you might want to write this down. There will be a job fair in the Sussex Central High School gym April 17th. It will be open to Indian River School District students, families, and the community. There will be over 30 different businesses in attendance. The fair will last from 6 to 8 p.m. Coming up on Coast TV News, do you shop at Walmart? You might be entitled to some money. How much you could get, I'll tell you, as part of a class action lawsuit coming up.
It's always a good time to protect and improve your home's value. At Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, our highly trained experts are dedicated to creating beautiful, durable floors at a fair, honest price. And most jobs are completed in just one day. Our multi-step process uses heavy-duty, high-precision equipment to create gorgeous floors that stand the test of time. 4 times stronger than epoxy and resistant to abrasions, chemicals, and UV damage. And all residential applications are backed by a lifetime warranty. Call to schedule your free estimate. Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, because quality matters.
Are you facing a DUI charge or caught up in a criminal case? I'm Asim Gulab with the law offices of Tunnel and Razor. Whether your matter is in JP Court, Family Court, the Court of Common Pleas, or Superior Court, let me help you navigate through the criminal justice system and get you past this challenging time. Our team will examine the evidence, challenge the prosecution against you, and strive for the best outcome for you. I will fight tirelessly to achieve the justice you deserve. Your problem is my problem now.
Where your business chooses to bank matters. Founded locally,
County Bank is invested in serving you, your business, and our community. We offer customized loans to fit any business with competitive rates and flexible terms. Ask us about County Bank Express loans. Choose County Bank. We have roots here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLSR ID 410450.
Windsor Teak of Falmouth Island offers over 100 different teak tables, over 24 different extension tables featuring self-storing leaves. They come in 2 different heights, dining and counter, plus 2 different widths and 2 different shapes, oval and rectangular. Extension tables start at 66 inches long and go up to 138 inches long and can seat from 6 to 16 people. Plus, over 36 different folding tables. Our drop leaf folding tables can be used with 1 or 2 leaves up. When both leaves are folded down, you can store the tables into 7 inches of space. The drop leaf tables come in 3 different heights, dining, counter, and bar, and come in 4 different shapes, oval, round, rectangular, and square. Don't forget to check out the non-folding tables, coffee and side tables, and buffet tables. Drop by our showroom and smell the teak. Or visit our website at windsorteakfurniture.com, and remember, teak lasts a lifetime.
Walmart shoppers could be entitled to as much as $500 as part of a class action lawsuit. The lawsuit alleged shoppers at checkout were deceptively led to think they were paying lowered prices on certain sold by weight items. Think like meats, poultry, seafood. In a statement, a company spokesperson said Walmart continues to deny those allegations, but a settlement is, quote, in the best interest of both parties. You're going to have to open your wallet a bit wider to stream music on Spotify. A new Bloomberg report says Spotify plans to up prices in the U.S. and overseas markets. Individual plans, those will go up by about $1 a month, but family plans will go by $2. The report also says Spotify will be introducing new pricing tiers, including the possibility of a service that offers higher audio quality. The U.S. price increase is expected to go into effect later this year. Well, if you didn't know, April is National Stress Awareness Month, and many of us do not need a reminder to be aware of our stress. We're aware, right? But it's a good time to focus on how to manage it, because stress can have a significant impact on our health and happiness. So in tonight's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has some healthy ways to cope.
We all feel it, from our daily commute to juggling work.
Can you just eat that pancake that you have right now?
No. Family and schedules. Stress is all around us, and while you can't control it, you can take charge of how you cope.
How you think about stress can make or break the situation. If you perceive it to be a threat or a challenge, can significantly impact how your body and your mind responds.
Psychologist Susan Alberts with Cleveland Clinic says some of the red flags of increased stress include changes in your eating habits like loss of appetite or emotional eating, as well as changes in sleeping habits, sleeping too much, or not being able to fall asleep. Other symptoms include headaches, stomach issues, and mood changes.
Life is continuously stressful, so investing in some stress management techniques can be a game changer for your physical and mental health.
Albert says we can cope with stress by being active. She says exercise can help calm your mind and body, as can breathing exercises. She says what you eat can help too.
If you are chronically stressed, you can eat vitamin C rich foods to help mitigate some of the wear and tear that your body experiences from stress. Also, magnesium rich foods can be helpful. They help to regulate the stress hormones in your body and promote relaxation.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
After Friday's earthquake, the U.S. Geological Survey confirms there have been 32 aftershocks. Get this, the strongest being a 3.8 Friday evening that reportedly shook the Empire State Building. Good news, no significant damage reported. Some Delawareans felt the quake, especially in Newcastle County. The spotlight on women's college basketball has never been brighter. And today, the University of South Carolina took home the national championship. The Gamecocks won 87-75. Both teams had a lot of respect for one another after the game and talked about the honor of it increasing women's sports viewership.
Just don't want to not utilize this opportunity to thank Caitlin for what she's done for women's basketball. Like her shoulders were heavy and getting a lot of eyeballs on our game. And sometimes as a young person, it could be a bit much, but I thought she handled it with class.
When you're given an opportunity, women's sports just kind of thrives. And I think that's been the coolest part for me on this journey is just, we start our season playing in front of 55,000 people in Kinnick Stadium. And now we're ending it probably playing in front of 15 million people or more on TV.
The men's college basketball championship is Monday night. That's Purdue versus UConn. Time to take one more look at our Coast TV poll. We're asking you, what excites you most about the eclipse? Let's take a look at our screens. So far, 60% say the visual spectacle. That's gone up just a tick. So thank you for whoever is voting in real time. If you haven't voted yet, we're going to keep it up. Pretty sure the morning team's going to run it too. So you can find that at CoastTV.com. As we take a live look right now outside into Salisbury, we'll have a final check on your forecast after this.
Okay, Dad, I'm ready to start learning about the family business.
My son, there is a lot to know.
At Imperial Granite and Quartz, we do countertops from affordable to exquisite. We carry full slabs in stock so our customers can see exactly what they're getting. And all fabrication is done on site.
We do things right.
Imperial Granite and Quartz, under one roof with that cabinet store and Matt the Carpet Guy at the Salisbury Design Center. The perfect team for your design dreams, South Salisbury Boulevard.
What parent doesn't want the best for their kids?
Kids always want the best.
Tillman Orthodontics makes it possible.
We'll reach out to your insurance for you and provide interest-free in-house financing.
Free financing for my whole treatment.
Parents love free financing.
And we make it fun for kids too.
It's actually fun here.
We have a movie theater.
Jamie makes me laugh.
You could say our patients come here for the smiles.
Call Tillman Orthodontics for your free consultation with free digital x-rays.
It's easier than you think.
Pulling up to a great-looking home is nice. Curb appeal is important. But here on the coast, even more important is dock appeal. At T&G Builders, if you can dream it, we can create it. For uncompromising quality, contact T&G Builders to design and build your coastal dream home. Over 30 years of integrity, empathy, and love. T&G Builders, the sign of quality. Visit us online at tg-builders.com.
Bright yellow dandelions, a clear signal that the time for prevention is now, for crabgrass and clover are soon to follow. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for over 30 years. They don't mow it, they grow it. Hillside certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
The most incredible shopping on the beach, Blooming Boutique. Fashion, jewelry, and accessories as cool as an ocean breeze. You'll love this place. We put a smile on your face. You'll love this place. It's Blooming Boutique. Fashion, jewelry, accessories, and fun.
Visit Blooming Boutique with 4 convenient locations, 2 in downtown Lewis, Long Neck, and Milford.
While we do have a pretty chilly night on the way to the coast, much warmer weather will be taking over the upcoming week. You can get that forecast by calling our Coast TV First Alert Weather Line, 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a phone call away. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 10-day forecast looking fantastic. Tomorrow, solar eclipse 3:20. That's the peak Monday afternoon. Mostly sunny skies. Temps climbing up well into the 60s, 68 degrees for that high. In the mid-70s Tuesday and Wednesday. Thunderstorms on Thursday with the cold front passing through, dropping us into the upper 60s Friday and Saturday, but then we're back into the mid to upper 70s early next week.
Alex, thank you so much. And thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 11. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. Quick programming reminder, at 2 p.m. we begin our very special eclipse coverage right here on Coast TV, so you're going to definitely want to join us for that. And of course, join us for Coast TV News Today. That starts at 5 a.m. for your latest news and weather. We so appreciate you being here with us tonight. Have a wonderful evening.